If manifestation hasn't worked for you, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because no one has told you the actual cost of manifestation. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Soft Power Project. If I look sick, if I sound sick, I am sick. I apologize for that. And, I decided that I'm just going to do this anyway because this is the reality of things. We get sick and it's okay. And I hope you guys don't mind. I feel like as we head into 2026 and Happy New Year, by the way, a lot of people have done vision board or is doing vision board and setting goals, setting intention, journaling. So there's so much content everywhere about manifestation. And today I really just wanted to have this real conversation about the truth of manifestation and also the uncomfortable truth about this commercialized manifestation culture. Now, I have been practicing manifestation for 7 years. I've never really talked about it because I never felt like it was the right time to talk about it until now. And, I thought about should I talk about some lessons or technique? But to be honest, I don't have new techniques to offer. But I had some insight and the real truth of what it is. And I think a lot of people get into manifestation because it has so many promises, right? Like you can dream about career, relationship, money, everything. And you hear that you can attract all these things that you dreamed of and everything will happen. It's true, but there's cost to it. So let me get into what I know about manifestation and what worked for me and also the real lessons that I have about manifestation. Number one, manifestation only works when you truly believed in yourself. Self-trust is everything. And I know you hear this a lot about you can attract things, attract the people you want to attract, the things and jobs. Yes. But let's think about attracting self-trust first, attracting yourself first. You need to love yourself first. And it's so easy to trust yourself when things are going great, but it's so hard to trust yourself when things are not going great, when you have obstacles, when people are saying stuff behind your back, and when people or jobs reject you. And that's really the lessons of self-trust begin. And that it does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of time. It's just that no one likes to talk about it on social media because it's not sexy to talk about it. But self-trust, no matter what, starts first. And number two is that a regulated nervous system needs to come first before you manifest. And obviously that goes hand in hand with self-trust. But if your body doesn't feel safe, none of the vision that you will have, it's going to stick. So I'm going to use an example. Let's say you do vision board and you I love doing vision board. I think as a visual person, that's really important for me. And you get on Pinterest, you get these beautiful, aesthetically pleasing photos. And let's say you are dreaming of having your own company. You want to be financially independent. You wanted to have flexible time of working. You want to work anywhere you want. I think that's a lot of our dreams, right? And you're realizing, well, I'm trying, I'm doing things, but it's not happening quick enough. I want you to think about this. What does that actually mean by starting a company? That means you're going to build a team. You're going to have to do business that actually it's scalable and you're going to be the leader. And what does that mean? That means that you're going to have uncomfortable conversation with people. You're going to have to face confrontation probably on a daily basis. You're going to make hard decisions that some people may not like. You're going to practice not pleasing everyone for once. So if it's not happening right away, it doesn't mean it's not happening. It means that your universe is actually delivering all the lessons that you need to learn in order for you to actually hold that big vision. And that big vision needs you to have self-trust and a very regulated nervous system. Imagining any leader out there with terrible, dysregulated nervous system, what a disaster, right? And I wanted to talk about these harsh truth about this commercialized manifestation culture. And it's really how it's a system that really keep us feeling very stuck. You're almost made to believe that you're always missing some sort of secret technique. You're always going to see a content out there saying that, hey, this technique that no one talks about, or you did something wrong previously, now you have to do it right. So it keeps you dependent on more and more and more content. And I'm always wondering, like, if this is the one secret, why are you making more videos every single week? Shouldn't it be just it? Like, that would be just one secret, right? One video is enough. But no, you get thousands and hundreds of thousands of videos, probably every week, on manifestation. And what it also does is that even when you're doing all these things, you start to develop self-trust, but then you see this title, oh, the one secret that you don't know about. Then you start to feel doubt, right? Oh, shoot, I don't know that. I should click on it and learn more. Again, that's a system that kept you stuck. And number 2, success stories are incredibly algorithm selected. You only see beautiful stories. You see stories where people compare their vision board and the reality, and they're saying that everything checked off the box, everything came true. But you don't hear stories online about these failures, or I never talk about my failures, or I don't even want to use the word failures, but the hard lessons that I had to learn, which is why I'm doing this video right now. But the quiet failures, they don't go viral because it's not sexy, because people don't love hard work. And also, you're seeing a lot of success stories from people in their 20s and early 30s where most likely, and I know this is different for every cases, most likely they don't have kids they have to take care of. They don't have aging parents they have to take care of, meaning that their reality is so different from yours. You cannot compare yourself to them. And I definitely fell into that. I definitely did. And I was a single mom. I am a single mom. I have to go to custody battle. I am not seeing that example anywhere. I'm seeing all these 20-year-old and 30-year-olds living this beautiful life, the dream life. But their reality is very different from mine. And ultimately, we have different timeline. And number 3, this fear has become a revenue stream. The more anxiety you have of not having enough, not doing enough, or always missing the secret technique creates more offering, and that makes more repeated customers. And ultimately, it is that self-doubt that is being monetized. And that's really sad. And when something is supposed to give you strength and positivity, ultimately get to use as a weapon, I think this is something that we absolutely need to be cautious about. And this is why I wanted to do this video. So I really want to reclaim manifestation through more soft power, meaning that it's less about magic, more about emotional maturity. It's less about wishing, but more about becoming the person that can hold these beautiful wishes. So it's really about taking responsibility of your emotion, noticing when you're triggered, why you're getting triggered, developing that self-trust. If you need therapy, if you need coaches, definitely go and seek help and know that it's going to take a long time. If you have big dream, it's going to take time. It's going to take time when you don't have the lessons that you need to hold it yet. And it's going to require consistent inner work and absolute self-honesty. So before we end the episode today, I want you to think about this one question. What are you trying to manifest that is actually asking you to grow first? So I want you to think about that. That could be your journal prompt today. Write it down. What are you trying to manifest that is actually asking you to grow first? All right. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Happy New Year again. 2026 is going to be the year that requires you to be bold, to make your big dream come true, but also be bold to learn these lessons to hold these dreams. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.